Hello, this is Saki from Saki Tech. In today's video, I will do a fast unboxing and a first-time setup of the new LG G4 as well as go over some of the features. Now first off, let me tell you that this phone directly competes with current flagship phones such as the Samsung S6 or S6 Edge, HTC One M9 and the iPhone 6 or 6 Plus, and even topples them in certain categories such as the camera department. Maybe not the S6, but the other two, yes. So just be aware that we are talking about a premium device with high-level specs. Then let's quickly go over the specs. We have a super fast Snapdragon 808 hexa-core processor. All cores are clocked at 1.8 GHz. We have 3 GB of RAM and 32 GB of internal storage. G4 has a microSD card slot with a mind-boggling ability of being able to add 2 TB of extra storage. This is a first. 2 TB, that's a lot of extra space. Let us talk about the screen for a second. We have an eye-dazzling 2560 by 1440 Quad HD resolution on a 5.5-inch screen, which brings the total screen PPI to 538, which is an impressive number. I can vouch that this screen looks razor sharp. Movies, games, pictures will look larger than life. As you can see, this phone is definitely a big player in the spec game. And even though you guys have been looking at the unboxed device, let me do an actual unboxing anyway and see the contents, the basic contents in this package. So let's pull this thing out of the box. And it's a very well-sized device. It's not too big and not too small. Nice 5.5-inch screen. And as you can see, the power button is on the back. So under the camera, you got the power button, which is one of the unique features of the LG G4. And let's take a look in the box. Pull out that lid, and boom. So what we have in here is a charger, of course a wall charger, a wall adapter. We've got the basic USB cable that comes with every phone. Alrighty. And then finally we got the battery sitting right there, this powerful 3000 milliamp hours battery. And let's move on. Now before I turn the G4 on, I want to let you know that the G4 has a 16 megapixel rear camera with an f1.8 aperture, laser guided fast focus, and image stabilization. Another great ability is that you can shoot in RAW format if that's what you like to do. Alright, so finally let's turn this thing on and see some of the features that we get here. So use the back button to power the device on, and this is going to be a first time setup. So we're going to go over every single detail. So as the phone powers up for the first time, we can stare at the LG logo, and we have now transitioned into the startup mode. And there we have it, the welcome screen. So let's go ahead and click next. And we're going to skip everything and go straight into the software. So we're going to skip the Wi-Fi setup. We're going to skip the Google setup as well because we have no Wi-Fi right now. Okay, set the date and time. So let's click next. Just put a name over here. Done. Click next. Skip this security screen. Tap on more. Next. Accept all the terms, because if you don't, you cannot move forward. Agree. Next. Boom. There we go. We're in the LG G4 software. Looks nice. Alright, so let's quickly take a look at some of the things that we can do with this phone over here. So this is the home screen, and as you can go into the app drawer from here, and this is your app drawer. You got your widgets on the side. You can scroll through the widgets. You can do some searches over here. You can search for apps. Not a bad idea. And then let's pull down the notifications panel. Alright, looks really nice. Here's the notifications. You've got the quick toggles on the top. And you can actually scroll through the quick toggles. Alrighty. And looks like you can edit them as well. If you go in here, you can edit the quick toggles and you can change their position. And we are going to go into more details on these things in another video that I'm going to create very soon. Let's take a look at the phone. That phone looks nice. Okay, no phone calls. Let's look at the dial. There's the dial. Alrighty. And then let's take a look at other stuff. If you tap and hold, you get the edit screen. From here you can change the screens. Okay, so you can add apps. You can add widgets by tapping right over here. You can add the wallpapers. So we have these nice multi-photo wallpapers, you got live wallpapers. Let's take a look at the multi-photo. So you can add multiple pictures onto your wallpapers. Alrighty, and then you also have this smart bulletin, which seems to be very nice. You got the LG health data here, you got the calendar, you got the music over here, you got smart settings, quick remote, smart tips, and it's actually very smooth. Okay, there's no lag on this guy. Let's go into the settings real quick. Also on the notifications panel, you can change the volume, and you can also change the brightness. Go into the settings, and we have a nice tab view of settings. You can scroll through with your left or right swipes. Very good. Very cleanly created menu. And then of course there's some other things you can do on the LG, and you can double tap to shut the screen off, and you can double tap to start the screen. And then you swipe it and you get a nice swiping effect as your phone unlocks. And let's take a look at that 16 megapixel camera we have in here. Let's look at the interface. So there we go. That's the rear camera. You got the settings on the top here that you can tweak. You can change the mode over here. You got more settings over here. If you tap this, you can switch between simple mode, auto mode, and the manual mode. And the manual mode gives you full control over every aspect of photography, such as the shutter speed, the ISO, and the aperture. But that's this is not. We're not going to go into details in this video. I just want to show you guys some of the overall features and how it looks. Now at the bottom here you've got the software keys, and I do know that this is the multitasking key, and I do know that it has double functionality. So when you tap this, normally you get the multitasking pane, so you can switch through windows, and again it's very fast, no lag, and you can do a dual window view. That means you can have two windows running at the same time. So let's have the messaging application on the top and the gallery application on the bottom, and now you got dual view. Nope, we don't want to change the theme. So you got the gallery app at the bottom here, and you've got the messaging application on the top, and you can multitask this way. And the other thing, if you press and hold this button here, it brings up the settings menu. From here you can access quick settings. You can change the theme of your device. You can change the home screen settings, lock screen settings, system settings, apps and widgets. Alright, so that's all we're going to do in this video. I'm going to be creating a video that goes into details of all software features of LG G4, so stay tuned and I will see you the next time.